Hey everybody, this is Limitless KRGN and we're doing another cool review this week, and this is the new Messtoys 1 scale action figure Venom from Messtoys. This is the new figure that I've been waiting for to get a look at it. It finally came today and I'm like, I need to review this guy. I know there's other people who are going to be reviewing it, but this is my take on it. But I'm pretty excited. I did get to mess with it a bit before now, and yeah, I really like how it looks. But yeah, of course, I'll tell you how much and where I got in the end of the video. So let's get started. Let's open this video up and check out all the accessories. Alright. Okay. Oh, that sounds cool. We'll just rotate into it for a bit. Open it as well. So right away, I'm going to show you the bottom part of all the extra, all the accessories it comes with. So he actually comes with at least, if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3 changeable heads. One with Eddie Brock and one with cover. Half Venom, half Eddie Brock, and one with Venom. Smiling, that's the basic one, and then one with his mouth open. And oh man, kind of want to add like that kind of liquid, kind of green paint. But yeah, and he has at least 2 tentacles, 1 pointy claw, and 1 tentacle for like to add to his arm, and then the basic Messtoys when it comes to display. This one has a really cool. Now from the distance, you think, oh, it's just like the other one for the black Spider-Man suit, but it has a really cool kind of like purple, like, you know, reflection, kind of like, yeah, that looks really nice. Man, that's really cool. But yeah, so here's the first claw. Again, it has like a black but kind of purplish effect. It's weird because I remember when they were showing early prototypes of the figure, they had it like in black and this color, and I think they decided to go with this color variant. And actually, I kind of like it that they went with this color because it gives it a more classic vibe look to it. This one is, if I'm not mistaken, this could be also for a tentacle, or it could be for his arm that he's extending it to wrap, you know, his enemies. But pretty much, this is one solid piece with a one kind of like bent piece right here, and yeah. So that's all he comes when it comes to his tentacles and accessories. And now let's look at his head and his heads. And here's one of the scope heads. This is one with Eddie Brock and half of the Venom kind of Symbiotic face kind of. I still have those holes in my place. Here's about his mouth open. I'll be honest, it looks cool. It just needs a little bit more weathering, and that, again, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm gonna weather his teeth just to be a little bit more like brownish with a little bit of green slime effect. Yeah. And this is the final scope of his head, and man, this looks freaking awesome. I love how they sculpted this kind of variant of Eddie Brock. He does look like Eddie Brock, like in comic books, with the hairstyle and everything. Very intimidating, very angry. You are burning us. We found a new host. We are Venom. Of course, you already take a leap, but man, this is really cool. And the last thing is, he has changeable feet. So Venom over the years started getting feet, but I prefer the classics. But just to show you guys, you can change them up. You can give them actual feet. But I'm sorry, I like the 80s and early 90s Venom with he had, you know, some of the kind of boot style like Spider-Man. But it's cool that they added this because you want to kind of make him look more a little bit modern. But yeah, and that's it. And of course his hands. Different poses of his hands. There's a lot. Both fists, claws, and yeah. So now let's get a better look at the figure itself. Alright guys, so let's test the articulation now. Again, he is your basic Tamagotchi Robotech figure, meaning they use the same mold, it's just plus size the figure itself, but he does use the same kind of articulation when it comes to those figures, meaning that he has ball joints articulation, those kind of crackle kind of sound effect ones that Robotech is known for, or Tamagotchi. But butterfly joints, arms do expand, well, so extend. He does have swivel for his arm, and then he does have the ball joint there, and then again, and then he does have a bunch for his head that connects to his neck, and a ball joint to his neck. He does have a ball joint for his chest linked to his stomach. He does have it's a ball joint for here. He does spread out like here. He does have two pieces connected from his leg. At first they were like stiff and kind of stuck together, but now they mess. You know, just be careful because you can break it. Like this one, this side's still a little stiff. But yeah, he does. Well, let me see if he can move forward. Forward, that's the most. Does get stopped by the mold, but he does to the side looks better. 1, 2, 3 pieces here. So there are some swivel action. He does have ink pivot, which again, mine's because the paint was like stiff. You gotta break it yourself. But yeah, and same thing here. Kick forward to an extent, again because of the molded design, but he does turn to the side. He kicks, and you can see his back with the butterfly. So they did a really good job with the paint. So when you spread them out, you still see the Venom symbol, and then you spread them out, it extends. That's pretty cool. That's very genius in their part, and the same with this part. But yeah, and that's it, guys. That's what it is when it comes to the test of the articulation of this figure. Alright guys, so let's talk about the good and bad, how much and where I got it. I'm gonna start with the bad. So the only negativity that I kind of have complained at the stand it comes with, it doesn't really help it support it to stand by itself. It's the same basic ones they used in the past. It's fine because the other figures were a little bit less heavy. This figure, he's a more heavier kind of figure, more plastic. So it makes sense that this can't support it. So I wish they updated this, made it a little bit more to his figure, because it doesn't really support it. And always with these bend to an extent, but when you really need to bend them, I dropped it. They only bend to an extent, and then they kind of retract back. And sadly, because of that, the legs here these are known to, I noticed that some people are complaining about the joints. They're loose. Mine's, everything is tight except for the feet. The feet are very loose, so there's not a lot of up bottom support, so it keeps falling without the stand. So yeah, great. But other than that, when it comes to the paint and the scope on this figure, the articulation and the accessories, the scopes of Eddie Brock himself, it's just freaking awesome. I'm really happy I got this figure. It's just, you know, superficial complaints on my part. So I'll mention where I got it. So I actually got this through AliExpress. I pre-ordered this months ago, and I got an email just like last week or 2 weeks ago saying that it's being processed, being ready to ship. Then a couple of days after the first email, I got an email saying that oh yeah, it's shipped. So I was very excited. It actually just got here today, July 1st. So I really want to open this up and get a review of it. Now there are other sellers on AliExpress are in the US. You can purchase through them. I don't have a link there below, so you guys can see. That's one of the little pages that's through the US, stamping like Japan. I'm sorry, China. Why did I say Japan? I don't know. To me, it's not like buying Japan, but yeah. So you can see right there, this is a US seller. So you don't want to wait that long. I think the most is like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks, more like a week. But yeah, and that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. This is Limited signing out, and like I always say, keep on collecting, and adios. Bye.